In front of a stunned crowd, John poured a can of gasoline all over a sedan, then pulled out a lighter and tossed it onto the car. Flames erupted instantly, but John didn't back away. Instead, he drew a handgun from behind his back and walked toward the burning vehicle. Inside the car was a man connected to the death of John's wife. John aimed the gun at the diplomat inside, demanding the name of the real killer. At first, the man stayed silent. John shot him in the leg without hesitation. The diplomat finally spoke, but gave the name John, clearly mocking him. John fired again. This time, the bullet punctured the man's lung. It wasn't a fatal shot, at least not right away. The diplomat would die slowly, consumed by the flames, just like John intended. John's actions were driven by unbearable grief. His pregnant wife had been brutally murdered. That night, a group of heavily armed, masked men stormed into their home. First, they cut the power. Then they moved to the bedroom and opened fire on the person lying in bed. What they didn't know was that John, a Navy SEAL, was in the living room at the time. His wife was the only one in bed. He had noticed that his laptop wouldn't power on, so he plugged it in. When it still didn't respond, he immediately sensed something was wrong. Years of military training kicked in. He quietly grabbed a handgun from the drawer and checked the house. Then he retrieved a flashlight from the adjacent room and crept upstairs. Soon, he came face to face with one of the intruders and took him down in a firefight. They both fired at the same time, and both were hit. The man in black removed his night vision goggles and tried to finish John off, but his gun was empty. John had narrowly escaped death. As the intruder fled, John dragged his wounded body back to the bedroom, only to find his wife already dead from the gunshots. He collapsed beside her, unconscious from pain and grief. He was rushed to the hospital and, thanks to his elite-level conditioning, pulled through. But after he was discharged, he had only one goal: track down the intruder who got away and avenge his wife.